Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Earlier today, we got some pretty big news coming in for the first person shooter genre in the gaming industry. It's going to be the multiplayer reveal for Battlefield 6. That's right. We finally got some official gameplay. I know a lot of gameplay has been leaking recently, but we haven't been able to show it or even I've been refraining from talking about it just because nothing has been set in stone. We've gotten everything from, being able to pull people out of the way whenever you go to revive them so that way you can get them out of the scene of the battle and the scene of the fight so you can revive them from behind cover in a more realistic way, all the way to Battlefield 6 having its own massive battle royale. And I'm pleased to hear and pleased to see that both of those things are looking like they're actually going to be true. So earlier this week, we actually got a competitor with their launch window for their new season, Call of Duty Season 5, and it looks okay. I'm not going to lie. For me personally, if you guys have gone over to my Twitch channel and maybe watched me play a few games or anything, y'all should know that I am a pretty big avid first-person shooter, and I am a pretty big Call of Duty fan. Specifically, I'm a big fan for zombies. In the recent months, I've been more of a fan for Warzone. I try to get every mastery camo in the multiplayer scene, but it gets to a point where it's too repetitive, and I don't really find a whole lot of fun there, at least not anymore, not these days. But that Season 5 announcement comes with a few new guns. My opinion, a pretty lackluster zombies experience, which looks like it's going to be having gliding like you're in Warzone and crap. And I'm just not really interested in the merging of a massive world like they did back in Cold War. And then obviously there are few multiplayer maps that look like they're just the same old, and then all of their cheesy, stupid, generic skins that I'm just honestly kind of sick of, especially after this last round with the American Dad skins being so bad. But back to better news. It looks like Battlefield 6 is going to be looking pretty solid. As far as it goes for looks, it looks so clear. It looks crisp. The destruction within the game, like the building destruction and the mayhem that goes on while you're fighting, looks like it's back and it's better than ever. I can't even lie to you. It looks almost real world esque. To me, it kind of looked like it was being in 30 frames per second or so with all of the destruction going on. I'm pretty sure that they're going to try and dumb that down so it's a little easier to, have people play. But hey, who knows? Maybe if you have a stronger PC or something, or maybe even one of those PS5 Pros, if you wanted to pay an arm and a leg for a crappy console that didn't even really add much, then maybe you'll be able to run it in 60 frames per second. But who knows? I'm sure we'll find more out about that pretty soon. But they did go ahead and announce a lot of gameplay, clearly just from their gameplay test screenings. From what I saw a 6-minute gameplay on Twitter, and it looks solid. Not only can you actually see the soldiers and stuff and they stand out in a way that is kind of like a big fuck you to Call of Duty, because none of them look crazy, none of them look wacky. They all look like real life, real soldiers, and you can see them. At least I could see them. And I have pretty bad eyes, especially when it comes to the first person shooters. I can't aim worth a shit. But yeah, it looks pretty crisp, looks pretty clear. All of the guns look phenomenal. The character design looks phenomenal. I did get a glimpse of one of the players going down and then being pulled out of the way to be revived, as was rumor and stuff for a new mechanic for the medic. I know a lot of this stuff did leak a few weeks ago, if not a month or two ago, but I wanted to wait to see what actually made it to the final build of the game, and I didn't want to set my expectations too high. We all know what it's like these days. You set your expectations way too high for these games, and then they release you a half-ass, half-done project, and nobody's happy, because then you got to pay down the line to have them update a game you already paid full price for some DLC that is going to release the rest of the game. You have to buy the game twice. So I'm really refraining from getting my hopes up too high. It looks really good. The only thing that kind of freaked me out a little bit is the pre-order bonuses. So with the pre-order bonuses, It does look okay in the sense that it's giving us 4 skins that look pretty military accurate, but they're going to be black with the trim of outline of red. There's not going to be any like smoke coming off of them, glowing coming off of them, glowing eyes, none of that jazz. So it still looks like it's pretty military accurate and, milsim, I think it's called. Yeah, milsim. And then you get 2 guns, an AR build, which could be like, a build if they're trying to do that stupid weapon family shit from Modern Warfare 2. And then like a sniper rifle, which again, maybe it's a type of build for a specific weapon family or whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, it looks like it's just 2 solid blueprint guns or 2 solid pre-built guns, which also kind of concerns me because maybe they're adding blueprints. They're learning from COD on that sense. And then the big one. I'm not a huge Battlefield player, so I don't know if it's like this in 2042. I heard a lot of bad stuff about Battlefield 2042. Some good stuff with being able to play like the older versions of the games in the multiplayer scene, at least. Whenever you wanted to, if you wanted to play like custom games and custom servers and stuff, you could set up like older game modes and like older game mechanics, I think it was. And a lot of people griped on it because there was like specific classes or something, and eventually it got better and people kind of lightened up on it. I don't know how popular it is now. But one thing that I saw with this pre-order bonus is 25 tier skips for a battle pass. I'm sorry. I know that I'm going to probably be beating a dead horse. I'm just kind of tired of the live service model. Like, I really am. It doesn't really intrigue me to have to keep spending and spending and spending money. And if you've seen my COD, yes, I am a hypocrite. Because I will buy the fuck out of some Halloween skins. I will. I'll buy the black cell just to get that extra boost in XP. But that's because I want to hit 1,000. Big number makes brain go, like thumbs up, like keep climbing. But it just kind of disappoints me. I don't know if like the newer Battlefield, I guess Battlefield 2042 is the last one. I don't know if that one has a battle pass. But it just kind of comes like a quick cash grab for the consumers nowadays, and it's a little shameless in my opinion and a little embarrassing. But I mean, if they do good with it, then they do good with it. I know that I was seeing like a lot of streamers what looked like they were like actually getting to play early. I also heard something about, maybe there being an open beta pretty soon. I hope that that's true so we can all get our hands on it. But me personally, I'm going to encourage everybody that I know in my direct vicinity, don't pre-order it. Get your hands on it first, play it first, but don't pre-order it and give them your money before you see the actual project on your own screen. It looks good, and I really hope it is good. Maybe it'll slap COD back into place, and they'll give them some actual competition to care again, because at this point it really feels like a lot of these first-person shooters, milsim shooters, all they want to do is keep the monopoly in their way and then shit on the consumer. I didn't really care much for X Defiant, but I liked X Defiant being there because it allowed pressure to be put on Call of Duty to try again. And then it seemed like the second X Defiant got canceled, Call of Duty went right back to being in the shitter and just trying to force feed us more bundles to buy and less content to get and grind. And I really hope that that's not the case with Battlefield 6. They did also show off a new custom map creator. Maybe that also, opens the door for some open game modes and custom servers and stuff. Maybe along the lines of like Forge and stuff from Halo back in the day. I think that could be really, really neat. Maybe we get a whole nother version of Indiana Jones or, what is it, the climbing high maps that people like to play nowadays. And then another thing that I saw was a confirmation for the Battle Royale. I will be playing that. Obviously, Battlefield is an expert at making these large-scale maps, so it's only time will tell how massive this Warzone competitor is going to be. This Battle Royale has to hit because it needs to knock the shoes off of some of these other competitors. Not talking about Fortnite, because Fortnite has kind of had a chokehold on the industry for a while now, and they do amazing with it. Very pro-consumer. Yes, they have a lot of stuff you can buy, but they also offer a lot of stuff for free. A lot of good stuff for free. You can't really say the same about a lot of these other ones. But yeah, that's really about it. It looks pretty solid. You guys go ahead and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Drop a like on this video, and hit me with that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos every day. Yeah, come visit me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/cheesyburrito. We're live over there sometimes as well. And yeah, guys, peace. See you tomorrow.